My name is Jennifer Bravo, in 18th semester student of English, and today in the subject of English conversation in the fourth unit, ask an answer to the question, what are the factors that really matters in life? My answer is the following, okay? First, to start in a world where every time seems important and there are thousands of time competing for our attention, stop for a moment and ask ourselves what is the most important thing in life. It has become a less common, but consequently more necessary practice. There seems to be a lot of competition for the best social status, the best job, the best salary, the most attractive physical appearance, the most material possession, etc. And sometimes we don't value the most important thing in life because there are not taught by focusing on the rest of the world. And in addition to that, many times we tend to ignore things that are so important that do not have to need to compare or to compare themselves with anything or enjoy in this case how many times have we lost such pleasant moments with our families, important moments with our children, and so on, and partly because how it was mentioned about for trying to be better and that other to overwhelmed ourselves even knowing that other needs and in that instant of comparing and being selfish, we saw it as other as people right out and try to improve every day to make this world a more balanced world and able a more liberated world, not only for use today but for those who come being, okay? And continuing with the above, and in answer to the question, that are the factors sorry, that really matter in life. I personally believe that as an age hate is a world there are thousands of different aspects, but clearly from our point of why in a war in a favor science we all have priority which we consider to be the factor that really matter to use the intro, and in most cases they are usually our fathers and children, but nevertheless in a certain way we remain selfish because there is sometimes we neglect the great favor we call to do others by trying to offer a helping hand because is a more of or great in a really there are a prioritizing factor in life such as the time we share with the people we love, the education we raise it and transmit well-being, but not only personally, we well-being for those who interesting use and for to one need in addition to that good health and food. Two major important factors from which no one soul suffer today, though to show many advice and the world ever lost. Okay? On the other hand, we also find the purpose that we have or that many things we plan ourselves in order to improve it and be better people for this interesting use. And one on the case that jobs also shown use it that despite the adversity of life, we should not let ourselves fall, but we must time because we start time can, but even stop to think with shows and or studying, we can get joy the well we talk hurting and enjoy, and I place the example of youth regarding pancreatic cancer because he never decided to the stop and led to a great effort, but on the contrary, I went ahead, and I imagined that in his mind was always present the factor in of grace of giving a better quality of life to his parents and relatives, because more than great, we must put our ears to the thing we do to be able to do things we done for the good, not only of ourselves, but for this case also of those we love, of those but actually them to use your consider really important in our life. Okay, and finally, as Freddy mentioned, while in medicine, at first that the thing that matter most in life different for each person, and will it is dot table true. There are some times that has the word visa in their description, and therefore can be seen as important from a word persistent. Okay, and that what is. Thank you very much.